Welcome back. Week 2, Andscape, greatest new basketball show. Ball Up Top, hosted by yours truly, David Dennis Jr. We have a very special episode this week. It is at least one of the top 2 most special episodes that we've done so far. We're going to play a very fun game today. It's a game that I came up with in a stupor. And we're going to see how it's going to work. This could fail miserably, or this could be the greatest new thing that has happened to sports takes on the internet. It's a new game called Plus Minus. So what we're doing here, we're bringing in producer Chuck, producer Rodney. They're going to help out. They're going to be contestants for this show with me. So here's how the game goes. We are going to throw out a take. Each of us, round robin style, a limited amount of time. We're going to throw out a take, and the other two will either plus the take or minus the take. Meaning they agree or disagree. Plus, minus. Get it? It's a basketball term. Everybody get it? We got it? We follow it?
I didn't get
Analytics, baby. Analytics, baby. So we're going to try this out. We're going to see how it goes. All right. I have not decided who's going to go first, but I have decided who's going to win because I am the host of the show. So at the end, we're going to tally it up, and David is going to win the show. I'm going to save my first round of takes. We're going to probably maybe do the snake style. Let's do it snake style. I don't know if snake style works with 3 people. It also sounds...
It still works, I think.
Mildly R-rated. But, producer Rodney, you're going to start. Give me your take. What do you got? You're on the clock.
All right, boom. First take. Cooper Flagg is not a generational prospect. He is not a number 1 pick worth tanking for. And what I mean by that is he is not a Magic. He's not a Wemby. He's not LeBron. He's not Shaq. He's not a prospect that you can just put on any team and it automatically changes that franchise's destination for the next 10 years. I think it's very specific which team drafts him. That's going to determine his success. When I look at Cooper Flagg, I see someone who in the league is a little bit more Scottie Pippen in terms of being a great secondary player than someone who I want to be my Michael Jordan. If I was the Wizards and I drafted Cooper Flagg, I don't know if I would feel like he is changing my destiny forever. Whereas if I was, say, the Spurs, who have 2 lottery picks and they got lucky and they got the number 1 pick again, and now you're pairing him with a Wemby, I feel 100 times better about having Cooper Flagg on my team. So that's my first take. I think Cooper Flagg's good, but I do not think that he is generational. I am anti-white boy tax. We're here to stop the white boy tax.
I love that tax.
Yeah. And I'll add real quick. Last year, I said the same thing. Reed Shepherd, big fraud. Reed Shepherd was the biggest fraud. And I'm coming back with it again this year.
Woo!
Okay, so I will start with my reaction. I'm going to minus this take because it sounds like your take is Cooper Flagg will be better off with the Spurs.
That doesn't have to be the Spurs. That's just one example.
Sounds to me like the most obvious thing anybody could ever say.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be that. I'm just saying. There are plenty of people who say Cooper Flagg is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it doesn't matter.
Did you know that he's a Spurs fan? Did you know he's a Spurs fan?
You are.
Yeah, I know he's a Spurs fan.
Yes.
I'm talking about you. This got agenda written all over it. That's all.
I know it's basically so. First of all, Cooper Flagg is the biggest, and the Washington Wizards this year is the biggest reason to abolish the NBA draft that I can think of. There is no reason that you should reward the Washington Wizards with Cooper Flagg. There should be an executive committee. This isn't even my take, but I'm throwing another take in there. There should be an executive committee that comes in and says that this team is even though your record is worse, you are unfit to have a possible franchise level player, and you are moved away from the draft, which is how I feel about the Washington Wizards.
The NBA got the lottery balls. We okay. We ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry. Is it my turn?
Freeze the envelope.
Wait, you can give me a plus or minus, Chuck?
Oh, that's a minus take, man.
Wow.
Like that's a minus take.
All right, y'all gonna see. Cooper Flagg might not even be the best player in this draft, but y'all
might not be. That other kid's a generational player too. What you mean?
We'll
that ain't got nothing to do with this. Is it my turn to give? Let me give some real takes, cause I don't know what we're doing over here. Are we ready for a real take?
We got 2 minuses for Rodney. You're at -2 for the game so far. Pick it up.
This is the actual take that y'all want to hear. The best guard in the Eastern Conference plays in Detroit, and his name is Cade Cunningham. He is the best guard in the Eastern Conference. That is the take for you. See, I've been seeing Detroit not getting a lot of love, but I'm for the people. So shout out D-Town. I got my buffs on. Cade Cunningham, best guard in the Eastern Conference. That's the take.
All right. I'm gonna minus this take.
What?
Also,
What?
I'm gonna minus this take because are you telling me you think Cade Cunningham is better than Jaylen Brown?
Yes.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, this season.
Better than Jalen Brunson.
Yes, this season, the 2004-2025 basketball season, Cade Cunningham is the best guard in Eastern Conference. He's top 3 in points, top 3 in blocks, top 3 in assists. He is the best player on the team. And look at that Detroit team. Without him, what are they? I see a lot of people talk about a lot of other guards, a lot of other players. He is affecting winning. They are currently the 6th seed, tied with the 4th and 5th seed. When the last time you see Detroit crack a 500 record? That's all Cade, baby. All Cade.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a plus, Chuck. I'm gonna give you a plus.
All right, I think I'm going to give it a less of a minus than we gave Rodney, but it's still, I would still put him. I still would put him maybe top 3. I think Jaylen Brown, reigning Finals MVP,
That's true.
is a little bit and maybe put in a situation where he was the only guy, like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, may be able to flourish like him. But Jalen Brunson is going to win Clutch Player of the Year. The clutch numbers are through the roof, and he is one of the best offenses in the league right now. The best starting lineup offense with Jalen Brunson.
That's because Tibbs don't bench nobody, man. They ain't gonna have no knees in April.
Hold on, real quick before we move on though, we gotta talk about Donovan Mitchell. We haven't even brought him.
We haven't even mentioned Donovan Mitchell. We have not mentioned Donovan Mitchell.
We got see, David. I don't know if you know, but I'm big on using my eyes, and I got eyes, man. Cade is him. Cade is the best guard in the East. The eyes tell you. Believe the eyes, Chico. Believe the eyes.
The Donovan Mitchell thing is tough. That one's a tough one also. Donovan Mitchell, of course, the Cavs are on their second 15-game win streak of the season right now. Time is up, though. I'm giving that a minus. I think he's maybe top 3. So Charles is at, you're still at 0.
Oh,
Rodney's at minus 2. You're at least at 2. All right. A real take is into the building. All right. If I am the Los Angeles Lakers, my main goal, if I want to move on in the playoffs, my main goal without LeBron is to watch the standings and avoid the Golden State Warriors in their first round. Because I don't think that I am beating the Golden State Warriors if I'm the Lakers. My main goal in these next few weeks is to try to line myself up with the Houston Rockets or the Memphis Grizzlies. So if you fall to 4,
all right, those are 2 different takes. Which one?
They're the same take. They're the same take.
Those are 2 different takes.
If you fall to 4 and end up against the Rockets, it's not the worst thing in the world. But if you're at 4 and you go against the Warriors in the first round, you may be looking at a first-round exit. The Lakers' main strategy for these next few weeks is to avoid the Golden State Warriors because you're not beating them in the first round. That is the take.
Okay, my big minus. I could give it 2 minuses. Terrible take. The Warriors don't have a player over 6'8" on the whole team, and I'm supposed to think that other than like Quentin Post, or congrats to him, the 2-way guy.
Looney's still there. Looney's still there. Have some respect.
I mean,
buddy.
he might be 6'8", but nonetheless, the Warriors are they're fine. They're good. But
Is there a center on the Lakers that you would take over Quentin Post?
No, but at the same time, who's stopping LeBron from scoring at the basket? Who's stopping
growing?
scoring
at the basket? His growing. All right, man. Are you still giving takes? Because I want to interrupt, so I want to let you finish.
Go ahead. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I am done. I am done with the take.
No. I just want to, because I think I'm with Brother David here, but like halfway because
halfway.
No, halfway because I'm with you. Half of the take is good. The Lakers should avoid not playing the Nuggets. That's who they need to find. Make sure like they don't, as long as they don't have the Nuggets, then are fine. I think the Lakers with a healthy LeBron don't care about anybody outside of the Nuggets. They'll take the Warriors, they'll take the Memphis, they'll take Houston, they'll take whoever comes. They don't want to see Baby Jokic in the crew. That's what they don't want to see. They don't want to see Baby Joker in the crew.
I wasn't going to agree with half the take, but I was going to agree with the part where David said you want to line yourself up with the Memphis Grizzlies in the Houston Rockets. I think if someone gets the Rockets in round 1 and then you get lucky and get the Memphis Grizzlies in round 2, that is the easiest cakewalk you can possibly have to the Western Conference Finals. I think if it just played out that way.
If that's David's take, then I actually do agree with
that. But that wasn't his take. That wasn't his take because he brought in the Warriors. It was the Warriors.
Thank you, Ryan. The Warriors 12-1 with Jimmy Butler in that lineup.
Oh, brother.
The Los Angeles Lakers do not have a defensive answer for that perimeter play of Wardell, Steph Curry, and Jimmy Butler. They should be fearing going against that Warriors team.
Man, I've seen Draymond play against LeBron, bro. That's not it.
Give me my pluses. Give me my pluses.
You're getting a minus.
I've seen Draymond. Because you get Rodney making the point that I like.
Yeah, if anything, I should get a point for the take. I should steal your plus.
You get your pieces. Like, because if you workshop this, so let's do it like that.
Sounds like a plus from Chuck and a minus from Rodney. I'm at 0. Everybody's at 0. Rodney's at minus 2. If you're in golf, you'd be winning right now, but you're not. So let's fire off a couple more quick takes and see if we can if you can reclaim some sort of glory.
All right, I got another one. I got a good one. I got an even better one.
Even better.
Everyone has seen the Dow Jones. Everyone has seen SPY. Everyone's seen how the market is tanking.
Talking tariffs? What's going on?
We're going to get to the point. Let me talk. So the best way to invest your money is to put it all on the Cavs to win the finals at plus 500. That is the best way to win your money. That's the best investment going on right now. Invest in the Cavs winning the finals at plus 500. I understand OKC is at plus 180. The Celtics are also at plus 180. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs, I think, are the best team in the league right now. And I think that value at plus 500 is unbeatable on any market that you can invest your money in. That is a well-equipped team, 1 through 5. Hell, 1 through 9 if you want to include the bench. And you got guys like Ty Jerome off the bench, who I think is an underrated 6-man of the year candidate. They added DeAndre Hunter. They still have Isaac Okoro. They have one of the best backcourts in the league. They have the Twin Towers with Mobley and Allen. They can bench Mobley now. Bench Allen now. Put Mobley at center, and they have multiple wings that they can put around him. I think they are the most well-equipped team, given the odds, to win the NBA Finals. So that's my take.
I'm plussing the take. I'm plussing the take. I believe in the Cleveland Cavaliers as a team that's probably a little bit below OKC and Boston, but I think they have the potential to get it done, namely for the fact that they have a stellar defense. Defense has been the top 3 defense in the league over the last 6 to 8 weeks. They have not lost a game with DeAndre Hunter. I think he adds some defensive toughness when you're playing Jaylen Brown, when you're playing Tatum. I think that interior defense with Mobley and Allen is legit. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 35 points against the Celtics.
No player in NBA history is averaging more points against the Celtics than Donovan Mitchell.
I believe in the Cavs too. I think it's an outside shot,
especially for the money. Plus 500. Come on, bro. The value of it is crazy.
I'm about to say I'm a degenerate, and that's where you got me. You got me with the value. Now, do I actually think the Cavs are going to win the finals? I really don't. I'm going to be straight up with you. I do not think so. This group as constructed has won 1 playoff series. 1. I got to see it first. So they got to prove to me that they could actually go in April and May and win games. But at plus 500, sign me up, buddy. Sign me up for that juice. Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up to spend you guys' money on that. I am all about it. But I'm with you on the. They're going to get to the conference finals at the very least. Like the East is just not good enough to do anything without them. Anything with them. They're probably going to avoid playing the Knicks. They may play Milwaukee. They just beat the Bucks without having anybody score more than 20 points. Milwaukee just does not have enough for them. I'm with this. I think Rodney has our first +2.
Yeah.
I feel like I get a bonus for that.
The show.
No.
First +2 of the show. You're back to 0. Way to go.
All right. See, Rodney, you did a pretty good job, but I'm about to get us real hot with the takes because we've been a little too tepid for my liking. Nikola Jokic is nowhere near your MVP. That is the thing.
Plus.
Nikola Jokic is nowhere near your MVP. MVP, I don't know if you guys know, is most valuable player. There's a very big word there, valuable. I love Nikola Jokic. I think he is probably the best player in basketball, but his value to his team is not the same as other people. One person I have already named, Cade Cunningham. Another person.
Okay, never mind. I'm rescinding my
What
plus.
do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm rescinding my plus. I thought this was SGA take. Never mind.
Cade Cunningham is more valuable to the Pistons than what Jokic is to the Nuggets. You see what's going on right now. I didn't say he was better. I said he's more valuable, and that is my take. There are other players in this league during this season who have been more valuable to their team than Nikola Jokic.
You ever pulled up on a girl and then you just kept talking and she got less and less interested as you kept talking? That's literally what happened as just kept going on.
You just don't want. You try to workshop like David my take. That's all it is.
I've never seen anybody fumble a take so badly.
So bad.
You had a take in that SGA was leading Jokic by leaps and bounds, because I think it is possible. I think it is. Two things could be true. Jokic and SGA could be having what, in my opinion, the best one-on-one MVP race we've ever seen in terms of like actual performance. And SGA can be leaps and bounds ahead of Jokic for the MVP trophy. Those things be true. When the words Cade Cunningham come out of your mouth.
Cade Cunningham. See, this is the Cade Cunningham agenda show. That's what this is. The Cade Cunningham agenda show.
So Jokic over the last 3 games has 90, I think 90-50-20 or 90-50-30. Nobody has ever done that. This is his 4th time doing that. He did it over the course of four days, including a 30-20-20, which we've never seen. Like, let's not act like Jokic is not an MVP in any other year other than when SGA is having the greatest shooting guard season ever seen in a decade.
I've seen the assists they be giving Nikola. I'm sorry. We talk about we done with the 90s. I'm done with the 2020s. Y'all giving dudes assists for 4 dribbles? Nah, not my NBA. Not my NBA. Nope.
So we're saying that Jokic didn't have 20 assists. He may have had 18 assists.
That ain't the first 30-20-20 game in NBA history, is it now? Listen.
I can't negative this take.
Yeah, I can't negative it more. Honestly, you should turn your camera off for 60 seconds.
We talking about white tags. This is the European tags. This is crazy over here.
No, Jokic is great, but SGA has been so good. David said it himself. To have not only one of the best offensive shooting guard seasons ever since pretty much Jordan averaged 37, but if you look at an OKC game, he actually plays defense. And to me, that is the biggest differentiator between him and Jokic, because I know people, all the nerds get mad at you when you talk about Jokic's defense. His analytics aren't that bad. He's actually blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of games he is not trying hard on defense. SGA is actually one of the key focal points to the best defense in the league, on top of averaging almost 33 points a game. So I think he's the MVP.
Once again, y'all give SGA love. This was just about Cade.
And that's why you got minuses.
That's why you got minuses. We have you're back down to -2 for that take. A fumble take, first time we've ever seen that. But I do have a take that I think that Chuck, from what you have said so far, you will enjoy. Okay. The New York Knickerbockers do not want to see the Detroit Pistons in the first round. They're not beating the Detroit Pistons in the first round.
Oh, wow.
New York Knicks are not beating the Pistons in the first round. And a lot of that, yes, it's Cade Cunningham. Yes, it's the fact that the Knicks are not going to be able to stop. I know they have a lot that wing defense, but he has found a way. That game, to me, the Detroit Pistons season turned when they beat the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden a couple months ago. That sort of put them on the map. And now you have toughness in that interior, and you have a Karl Anthony Towns that it has been well documented how little I trust Karl Anthony Towns come playoff time. And a physical team like that with Towns, I just do not trust that Knicks squad. And also the minutes, the wear and tear, the injuries. I think if you have a 3-6 matchup, Knicks, Pistons, which the Knicks may slide out of that 3 with Brunson being hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking at a situation where it is a nightmare scenario for the Knicks. I think the Detroit Pistons can beat the Knicks in the first round.
Finally, some Detroit love. Good take.
Yeah. I'll give it a plus.
I'll give it a plus too.
There we go.
Good take.
Boom. There we go. We don't even have any feedback. You guys just love the take.
No, it's good take. Good take. I mean, I think
we're not haters.
You hit all the points. I mean, I would still probably take the Knicks, but I think it's like you said, it's scary. I would much rather the Pacers fall to 6 if I'm a Knicks fan for sure.
We're closing this one out. I got my 2 points. I'm at +2. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to ruin it. We're at +2. We're going to end this off with our last 3 takes. This is for all the money. Who's in the lead? I'm in the lead. But this is for all the money. Rodney, give me what you got.
Oh, okay. We're gonna do one more take. Okay, I'm gonna be a little homer here, and I'm gonna say that the San Antonio Spurs have the best young core in the NBA. This is a team that is on pace to have back-to-back Rookies of the Year, and they have Wemby. At the end of the day, they have Wemby. I think there's a lot of people. I mean, I think there's discrepancy on what we consider a young core. I don't consider SGA a young player anymore. I don't consider Jason Tatum a young player anymore. Like, these guys are over 25. I'm talking about players 22 and under. I think the Spurs have the best young core in the NBA, and it's not talked about enough.
We're not talking about Wemby enough? What are we talking about?
I was talking about the Spurs.
Wemby, like your whole take rests on Wemby. So like yes,
Yeah,
Wemby,
what's wrong with that?
is. Get out of my face, bro.
Chuck,
Get out of Wemby.
Have you heard of this guy, Wembenyama?
I'm about to say, like,
what are his
Yeah,
We're
generational
not
talent
talking
that
about
every-
Stephon Castle. We're not talking about Jeremy Sohan. We're not talking about any of these guys enough.
Because they don't know what it. Yes, no one's talking about Jeremy Sohan. You're right. Because
Exactly. That's how I'm trying to raise enlightenment. I'm trying to raise awareness.
no. Stephon Castle. Yes, I'm with you on Castle.
He's
So
about to win
Castle
Rookie of
and
the Year.
Wemby.
Everybody's talking about him. He's about to win
Exactly.
Rookie of the
Everyone's
Year.
talking
I don't
about.
think that's true. I think a lot of people. I think the consensus for the Rookie of the Year is that this is one of the worst Rookie of the Year
Rookie
races
classes,
in
yeah,
20 years.
yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
This was one of the worst rookie classes. Blah blah blah. I think Steph Castle is a future All-Star. I don't think anyone had anyone in this class being an All-Star prior to the draft.
So what constitutes a young core? Because
Yes.
Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the youngest teams in the league. do
Yeah,
not
I think
constitute
everyone
young.
except SGA and Hartenstein count as young. Like, I don't think you can't be on year 7 telling me you're part of the young core.
If you're 25, you can. That's
You
what
got to be on your rookie contract. You got to be on your rookie contract.
Oh, so those are the rules. Those are the rules.
That's what
Okay.
constitutes a
Hey,
young
my
core.
take is my rules. What's the problem with that?
So that is your take. Is that is
Yeah,
it?
you got
that
a
is
rookie
it.
contract. You know, young take.
Mine is that take.
Mine is it. Am I
I'll
wrong?
tell you that. Mine is that one.
We're gonna,
There's-
I'm gonna minus that for the fact that you have created your own definition of what a young core is.
It's all subjective. This is all made up. Why can't I?
You made a take and then created the rules for your own take.
Like, what
that's
are you
not.
doing?
No
That's
one
not-
gave an alternative rule. What's the?
Here's
I
the
told you he's
rule.
25, so he's part of the young crew. Like, what are you talking about? That was my take.
The rule is young is young. Like, what do we?
Like, what?
Young is subjective. Young is subjective. That's neither here nor there.
They're
All
young,
right,
they're young
old
at
man.
heart. They're young at heart. That's what we're talking about. They're
Not
young at
even
heart.
like, you know, you ask one person if 30 is young and ask another person if 30 is young.
We're
You
gonna
might get
minus that
different
take.
answers.
I think you just want to talk about the Spurs. The Spurs are going to be great for years to come. All right?
Yes.
We're going to clap it up for the Spurs.
I don't think I was
Minus
doing
that
Y'all,
take.
y'all are
Minus
some haters.
Mine is that take. Now, I think this is not even a hot take. This is I guess it's another mid take, but we've been giving mid takes today, so hey, here we go. The Timberwolves you should be very scared of them come playoff time. Look, I know last year they were in the Western Conference Finals, and going into the season it was, hey, ascension. That really hasn't been the case. It's been a lot of nonsense here, nonsense there. Rudy Gobert is hurt. While Anthony Edwards, I would argue, has been playing much better. I don't know if the totality of his game has been that. I think maybe his offensive game has turned up a notch, but the full scope, I don't know what that is. But man, I like this Timberwolves team come playing playoffs. I just think that they have that something in them. In particular, Anthony Edwards leading the way. I think a team, I hate to say it, a Lakers a team that maybe finds themselves in the 2 or 3 spot playing the Wolves in the 3-6 or as the 6-7 should be very scared of what the Timberwolves would have in store for you in a playoff scenario.
I'm going to minus that take. I don't believe in the Timberwolves at all.
What?
I do not believe in the Timberwolves at all. To make it past the first round coming out of the play-in, because that means you're going to have to be probably either Denver or OKC, and the Timberwolves just are not good enough to do that. I'm sorry, they're not. I know that they played OKC tough earlier. They had the one miracle comeback, and then right before All-Star, they sort of dominated. 1-2-3 Cancun version of the OKC Thunder, but I just do not see enough offensive firepower. There's always the Rudy Gobert playoff stuff that's kind of weird. Naz Reid to me is offensively come playoff time, I think is an X factor. But there's always the Gobert stuff. There's the Julius Randle stuff that is they got to figure out. The offense really revolves around Anthony Edwards. I just do not see this team making any noise in the first round, even if they make it in, which I think they will, because the other two teams that are in the play-in, I think the Clippers make it in. I think the Wolves make it in. The Spurs, Suns, Blazers, I don't think that they are going to do it. So I think they will make it. But if you have a Wolves, Thunder, Wolves, Nuggets, I just do not see them. They may be annoying. They may go 6, but I don't see them coming out the first round.
Yeah, big minus for me. I can't stress how out I am on Rudy Gobert as an NBA player come playoff time. You basically are playing 4 and 5 on offense anytime he's on the court. People will talk about his defense, but it's really his offense because you can switch on him. He doesn't punish anyone who's on him if they're under 6'5", and he's just not good. He can't even catch the ball. So I'm just out on Rudy Gobert. I'm tired of him altogether. Anthony Edwards is shooting like 12 threes a game. Then you have Julius Randle pouting in the corner. I don't
make
like
it pull out my xenophobic Rudy Gobert takes. Like,
I'm
damn,
out,
bro.
I'm out.
Like,
Mike Conley, it's been a good run. I love you, bro, but it's looking like the end of the road. I'm out. I'm so out on the Timberwolves.
It's never a good thing when a front office has a player entering its prime and you make a move that is based on saving money as opposed to maximizing their prime, and that's why the Timberwolves are in the play. All right, we're going to top this off, end this thing off, as I make my victory lap. So Chuck, you're 2 more -2. So you are.
This is ridiculous.
So
I didn't get last, so I'm cool.
So you're -4, I believe, right now.
What?
Setting a new record for the minuses.
That's crazy.
Incredible fumble, just like you fumbled the take there earlier with the MVP race. I am going to go with sort of a macro take. Okay, overall, we're going to call this either the Ja Morant or the Anthony Edwards rule, or the Ja Morant rule, or the Ja Edwards rule. And here's a rule that I am going to pitch for the NBA. If while raising, I'm gonna put it in rule, nomenclature here. If an athlete, upon raising to the rim with ball in hand, with intention to dunk the ball, if your hand touches the rim, you cannot call a charge on a defender who is taking a charge. Outlawing the charge on a dunk. If a dunk connects, if your hand touches the rim, while you're dunking and you dunk the basketball, you cannot take a charge. If you dunk the basketball, you cannot take a charge. Outlawing the charge, there will never be another charge on an actual connected dunk.
No, that's a great
It cannot happen. They have erased some of the greatest dunks and greatest plays in NBA history. Anthony Edwards is one. Ja Morant does it a bunch of times where you
Kobe
dunk
had
on somebody.
A real nasty one.
Yes, Kobe has one where you dunk on people and you hit the rim if you take a charge, because this will also encourage defenders to jump and try to stop the block.
All right,
or get the hell out the way.
Now we get out the way. Yeah, just stop talking. There you go. You almost fumbled it. You almost fumbled it. You almost fumbled it.
Either jump or get out the way. Don't take a charge. I want to see it happen.
Once again, I'm with you. I was with you until you were like, what he said at the end, Rodney?
Yeah, they're going to start jumping. I was like, no, they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that.
I think, I would give it a plus. I do think that it's going to make less posters. You know what I mean? I do think that, because more people are just going to get out the way. I think more people are just going to get out the way.
Well,
but a good dunk's a good dunk, so I'll give it a plus.
A friend of ours, all of ours, Martinzi Johnson, is very adamant about what an actual poster is and is not. And a lot of these posters they're not actually posters. People aren't actually getting posterized. So I'm actually with David. As long as the ball goes through net and you yam that thing, no charge. No charge.
Because also, they may still try to take the charge, because a lot of times people try to take the charge on Ja Morant not knowing that he's going to dunk.
Mm-hmm.
So you try to take the charge thinking he's going to lay it in, and you get dunked on, and the ref calls, call him for flopping too. Find him, make an and one, and find him $5,000 for getting dunked on top of that, and make it even more embarrassing.
Make
him pay the fine. Make him pay the fine.
Listen.
In $1 bills on national television for everybody to see afterwards.
A yellow card after you get a foul for a flop. Oh man, Adam Silver, listen, get him on the line now, man.
Now. I had a big anti Ja Morant take that I had in the wings, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Get it off. Get your take off.
Oh, we're getting it off. We're getting off. I'm
not-
saying Ja Morant, most disappointing player in the NBA this year.
Oh,
It's just that simple. He's only played like 35 games. He only plays 28 minutes a night. The Grizzlies look just as good, if not better, without him. I think he came in with a lot of expectations. This is going to be the first full offseason after the whole,
earlier. Why you use this take earlier?
you could have gotten yourself together.
I'm about to say,
Too
you
bad.
got some points.
I mean, I'm trying to get some sympathy points. I'm not going to win, so I'm hoping for a little extra plus here and there. But yeah, Ja Morant, most disappointing player in the NBA this year.
Sure, but you're not gonna win. I am at as I said at the beginning, was gonna win, and that's where we are. I'm at a +4. +4. Look at that. My plus minus is +4. I'm like Jimmy Butler when Steph is on the bench. Amazing stuff, helping the team
I can't
out.
believe you won with that being your first take. Jesus.
It's good stuff. What can I say? Rodney, you're at -2. Chuck,
I was at 0. Wait. Stop the count. I was at 0.
No, we gave you minus your last two.
Oh yeah, I was at minus. Okay, fine.
Yes.
I was ahead of Chuck. That's all I remember.
That's crazy.
and Chuck -4. Incredible fumble.
Detroit, know that I
-4.
love you. They don't love you. I love you, Detroit. Know that.
Even though my Detroit take got +2, so it's all good. So maybe I love
No,
Detroit.
it's an agenda. It's an agenda.
Maybe my Detroit take is the best. This is how we do plus minus. Let us know how you feel about the game. We're gonna have it a couple times more before the season is out. The plus minus game, all the takes. We're gonna bring some guests. We're gonna have some people. We're gonna have a lot of fun this season doing the plus minus game. This has been week 2, Ball Up Top. Shout out to producer Chuck, producer Rodney, David Dennis Jr. Catch us soon. Talking more hoops. We out.